Welcome to episode 2 of my new monthly interactive series, Designer Duels. Today's episode is the Clash of the Classics, the Louis Vuitton Alma PM versus the Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandouliere 30. But before we get into today's duel, we have to talk about the winner of episode 1. That duel was the Chanel Mini Reissue versus the Louis Vuitton Mini Dauphine, and 67% of you voted for the Chanel Mini Reissue as the winner. I own both of those bags, so I'm not offended either way, whichever bag you prefer. And of course, this is just a fun, spirited vote. This is just a nice way for us to interact, get to know each other, and talk about our favorite topic, designer handbags. So let me read a few comments that you left on the last video explaining why you voted for the Chanel or the Dauphine. Let's start with the Chanel since that was the winner, and I'm going to look down at my computer so I can read. The first comment here is from Lee. And Lee said, I love the mini reissue. I've always loved the gorgeous bijou chain strap and how iconic that bag is from Coco Chanel, so it's the clear winner for me. A very similar comment from Alyssa reads, they are both very beautiful, but I choose the reissue. I like how simple but beautiful and sophisticated is the Chanel. So it was really the overall aesthetic and timelessness of that design that made it the winner. Now, let me read this great comment voting for the Dauphine. This is from Ina E, and Ina says, the Dauphine. It's a special edition and much less common than the reissue. It's more fun, and should you have any quality issues with it, LV has far better customer service than Chanel. Ina continues to say, another reason for preferring the LV is that anyone who has the money can go to the store and buy one. Chanel is playing the hard to get games, and I've lost interest in them for that reason. Yes, and that is exactly why when I purchased those two bags, I got the Chanel Mini Reissue, pre-loved. I bought it from Rebag. I didn't have the time to go into the boutique, try to hunt one down. I just wanted to buy the bag, no strings attached, not play any games, so I went pre-loved. With most of my Louis Vuitton bags, and including the Mini Dauphine, I just bought them straight from Louis Vuitton. I can either go online if the bag's available online or contact my client advisor. She can order it for me and I get it. So there's really no games at Louis Vuitton, particularly for bags like the Dauphine and the two that we're talking about in today's video, the Alma PM and the Speedy Bandouliere 30. So let's get on now with episode 2. This is the Clash of the Classics, the Louis Vuitton Alma PM versus the Speedy Bandouliere 30. Let me just quickly explain. I will give you an objective comparison of these two bags. We'll talk about the overall aesthetic of the bags, the variety of these two styles in different colors and materials, the size and what fits, the strap and carrying options, and finally the price and investment value. I will not pick a winner. I will just give you a fair and objective comparison of these two bags. And in order to participate, all you have to do is comment below on this video which bag you choose as the winner and why. I will feature select comments from this video in episode 3 when we announce the winner. And then to officially cast your vote, go to the poll on my community page. It will be linked in the comments below. It will also be linked in the description box. Now, let's get into the first point of comparison, the overall aesthetic. These two bags actually look pretty similar when you have them in the same canvas print as I do here. This is in the Damier Bean canvas. However, the Alma is a bit more sophisticated and elevated as opposed to the Speedy, which is more of a casual design. Let's take a look at the Alma first. This was actually designed as a special order for none other than Coco Chanel in the 1920s. So this has more of that timeless, elegant design There's a large rectangular base with 4 feet. It has a nice curved dome shape and 2 top handles. This is primarily a top handle bag, even though there are clasps to attach a crossbody or shoulder strap. So that's the origin of the Alma PM. The Speedy 30 was initially designed as a piece of luggage, as like a duffel bag or a day bag. The Speedy 30 was actually the original smallest size in the Speedy line. That's 30 centimeters across the bottom. But a little fun fact, the Speedy 25 was later introduced by special request from Audrey Hepburn. She wanted a smaller size of the Speedy to use as a handbag. But originally, this was designed to be used as a piece of luggage, particularly in the 30 size. This was the smallest size. So again, there's no solid bottom, no feet. This is more canvas as opposed to the Alma. So this is a more casual design as compared to the Alma. Now let's move on to the second point of comparison. Let's compare the availability of these two styles in various colors and materials. Starting with the Speedy 30, this is available in all 3 canvas colors, damier bean of course, damier azur, and monogram canvas. You can also personalize a Speedy 30 bandouliere. This is available in the LV Heritage as well as the My World Tour options, where you can add your own stripes and monogram. For the LV Heritage or the World Tour, you can add different stickers onto the outside of your bag. That's everything that's available currently for the Speedy 30. The Speedy is usually included in most special collections from Louis Vuitton. However, it's usually smaller sizes of the Speedy, not the 30. It's usually the Speedy 25, 20, or Nano Speedy. So specifically for the Speedy 30 or the Speedy 30 bandouliere, you are limited to canvas currently. The Alma is available, of course, in canvas, however, only in damier bean, which we have here, and monogram canvas. Currently in the United States where I am, the Alma is not available in damier azur in the PM size. This is also available in leather, which I think is great since this is a little bit more of a sophisticated design. You can get the Alma PM in epi leather or empreinte leather. The Alma PM in empreinte is a little bit of a different design. I'll put a picture up here on screen, but even though it's available in leather, the only leather options you have are both in black. So you can get it in black in empreinte or epi leather, or the 2 canvas prints, damier bean or monogram canvas. Let's compare now the size and what fits in these 2 bags, and it's a little bit confusing. If you look at the official dimensions of these 2 bags on the Louis Vuitton website, the Alma PM is actually slightly longer and slightly taller than the Speedy 30. However, you can fit more items in the Speedy 30 due to the size of it and the shape. So if you look at these 2 from the side, and I'll hold them right up to the camera for you, the Alma PM tapers a lot towards the top of the bag, whereas the Speedy 30 is wider throughout most of the bag and then just tapers right at the top. So due to this design, you can actually fit a lot more in the Speedy 30. I will show you everything in my Alma PM right now, and this fits a lot. So let's take a look. You can easily fit a long wallet. I have the Dior Caro wallet. You can easily fit your mini pochette accessoire. Of course, your cell phone. A coin pouch. This is a small coin pouch from Longchamp. A pair of sunglasses. And I threw in my Beats headphones. This is actually pretty large, especially if you use the AirPods. This is much larger. I also have in a pack of tissues And there is still room to spare in this bag. So in terms of what fits, all of your daily essentials plus a few extra items. If you carry a lot with you, you can fit it all in the Alma PM. All of that fits in the Speedy 30, but there's even more room to spare in the Speedy 30. I have carried this bag with all of these items in the bag, plus I was able to fold up my daughter's coat and put the coat in this bag on top of all of those items. So that will give you an idea of what fits. So as I said, if you look at the dimensions online, the Alma actually looks like it would be slightly bigger, but the Speedy can fit more due to the shape. It's much wider throughout the entire bag as opposed to the Alma, which tapers at the top. And the other reason this fits more is it's a lot more supple than the Alma. It has a lot less structure. The Alma is much more structured, particularly at the bottom and the way that the zipper closes at the top. So this does actually fit a little bit less than the Speedy 30. Next, we're going to compare the carrying options for these two bags, which in my opinion makes or breaks a bag and whether or not I'll use it. If there's not a carrying option that works for me, I just will not use a bag. So let's start with the Speedy. Of course, this does have a top handle. Both of these bags are top handle carry. Of course, the Speedy 30 does not come with a crossbody strap, only a top handle option, but I do have the Speedy 30 Bandouliere here, and this comes with a nice leather crossbody and shoulder strap. So this comes with a strap in 3 parts. I have 2 here, but there is an extender piece that you can put in the middle. So we'll have a buckle like this on one side and then another buckle on the other side. You can really play with the size and the drop length on this strap. So I think this is a great strap, particularly with that extender in the middle. The Alma, on the other hand, in canvas, does not come with a crossbody strap. It has the top handle only. However, it does have attachments here. You can see on each side of the bag, you can attach a crossbody or shoulder strap. So you have that option, but you have to buy the strap separately, which I don't really like. I think if it comes with the attachments for a strap, Louis Vuitton should include a strap with it. But what I typically do, since I own this bag, I will just use the same strap from my Speedy on the Alma. If you need to buy the strap separately, if you don't have a strap that already works from Louis Vuitton, that will cost you $375. If you get one from an Etsy seller or a store like Dress Up Your Purse, it will cost you much less. For example, Dress Up Your Purse, which I mentioned, they make their own unbranded straps for designer bags. So you can affordably get a crossbody strap if it doesn't have to be Louis Vuitton, but it's not included with the bag. Our final point of comparison for these two bags is the price and investment value. In terms of price, they are both very similarly priced, and they both come in under $2,000 in canvas. The Alma PM is the slightly more expensive option. This is currently priced at $1,960. The Speedy 30 Bandouliere is priced at $1,890, so $70 less. In terms of investment value, I think the Speedy 30, particularly in the Bandouliere, is slightly better. The resale for both of these bags is not terribly high because there's so many on the resale market. Both of these bags have been around for a very long time, for decades, so there are plenty of them to choose from on the resale market. But I think the 30 has better retainment of value, particularly the Bandouliere 30, because not only can you use it as a handbag, but you can also use it as a piece of luggage. You can use it for a day trip or an overnight trip. So this has a little bit more versatility. I find that it tends to be a little more popular on the resale market, but overall they're both pretty similarly priced, and the resale and investment value is more or less the same, but I would give a slight edge to the Speedy. Now that we've done a thorough comparison of these two bags, comment below and let me know, do you choose the Speedy Bandouliere 30 or the Alma PM as the winner of this designer duel? After you've left your comment, click on the link to go to my poll and officially cast your vote. Of course, I will feature select comments on this video in episode 3 next month, where we will announce the winner of this designer duel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.